in terms of your question about common ground, one of the things I found, which is why the book is called Our Common Ground, is there is generally much more common ground than you would think in the United States, at least when it comes to policy. So if you ask voters about the issues, immigration, gun control, health care, infrastructure, or whatever, you can get 80% of Americans to be willing to go thumbs up on a particular solution. It doesn't mean that they necessarily love it, but they're willing to compromise. So, for instance, I did a lot of work on immigration. And even if you look at immigration right now, most Americans, I'd say it's more than 80% according to my data, most Americans agree that an illegal immigrant, someone who is undocumented, who is a criminal, should exit the United States as soon as possible. Pick them up in the dark of night, throw them in a dark truck, drive across the border to wherever else, but if they are criminal, they should be gone. Most Americans also believe that if you are if you are an undocumented immigrant in the United States, but you've been here for a while and you've raised a family and you have a job and you're paying taxes and you're rooted in and giving back to your community, that there should be some path to citizenship. So the controversy is only in the middle, which is what if you're undocumented and you're not criminal, but you're getting all kinds of free services thrown at you? And I think that's where things get gray. But in general, there is so much common ground on all of these issues. These bills don't pass, even though there is a lot of common ground, because sometimes our elected leaders are better off with no resolution. So it's much easier to be a Republican in Congress and scream and yell that immigrants are pouring into our country, and if they elect you, you'll stop them, or to be a Democrat and make the case for immigration and compassion. And this was especially taking place way back when people saw children being put in cages and everything. So the idea of resolving the issue takes the talking points away. So we perceive that we agree on nothing, when in fact, if you take a deep breath and talk to people about any of the key issues going on in our country, it's amazing how much people agree with the ultimate solution. Sometimes we disagree with how to actually accomplish it.